Okay, welcome back. Today we are going to do a small review. I'm clear on the Springfield xd9. This was my first firearm. I've owned it about 3 years. It is in fact the gun I bought for personal defense, not offense. My son was born, being a new father. First thing that jumped in my mind, like many other people, is it is now my job to protect his family, and I don't have the tools to do it. So I got the Springfield xd9. The whole reason why I got it, I know there's a lot of controversy around the xd9. I personally got it because of the feel. Standard, it doesn't come with a grip. I think now you can get the Talon grips. This is literally just a grip bought off Amazon 3 years ago. I wish I knew the brand because it has lasted through a lot for 3 years with no problems. But maybe I'll look it up, maybe I won't. The whole reason I bought it was literally spur of the moment. I actually took my sister to buy a gun. The city she lives in, she needed one. While we were there, I was just looking at guns and I impulsed buy, really. The whole reason I bought it is the feel. As much as I love Glock, I don't like how it doesn't feel in my hand. When I have big hands, when I hold a Glock, it feels like I'm holding a toy gun. It's too small for me. This one fits well. I've had no problems, no complaints the last 3 years. I do not regret this purchase at all. The first thing I did was, of course, is I got the TLR 3 by Streamlight, because again, this is my home defense weapon, which fits nicely, very compact, best $130 ever spent. This gun is very easy to handle, especially if you're new at firearms. It does have the safety in the rear and the safety on the trigger. Both have to be engaged one before the other in order for it to fire. It does have the indicator showing that it's been cocked, and normally it does have an indicator here showing there's a bullet in the chamber. So as you can see, we are empty. So to pull the trigger, you do need a grip before you can pull the trigger. Field stripping it is very easy. For somebody who's never had a gun, it was a sketchy idea for me, but I've gotten fairly used to it. So you pull the release up. Now you need to drop it while pulling the trigger. And it will release. From here we will have a full breakdown along with the barrel. That way it's fully dismantled and you could go by way of cleaning. If you've never owned a gun, especially a handgun, this was my first gun, and the first thing I learned how to do was to field strip it, to understand the science and behind it. It is fairly easy once you get to know it, and it will make you extremely comfortable with the gun. To put it back, you just need to lever up, and all you're going to do, slide it back. You have to have the safety engaged. Lock it, drop that, and you're good to go. Now, the other feature of this double safety is you cannot cock the gun until the safety is engaged. In a way, it makes sense. I know a lot of law enforcement uses this. It makes it so you're not doing anything you're not supposed to unless you are in charge of the gun, which is by holding it. I have had 0 problems with this gun over the last 3 years. It's a little higher in price, but if you're capable of it, I fully recommend it. I know Glock is the more popular gun. Again, I have big hands, so it's not something I was comfortable with. I do kind of want one just to have one, to see what the big hype is about. But by way of my first gun, I definitely was not disappointed. And I'm pretty sure you want to be either. If you have any questions about the gun, let me know. I'll make a video.